whenever I do, and whenever anyone mentions Elon in a less than flattering way, you will have the most unlovable Cro-Magnon swarm you, dogpiling like it's World War Z zombie.
Yes, he has a fan base that is incredibly loyal. And I do think it's because of this, by the way. I think it's because, let's make a line here, right? Here's gaming, and here's technology. The gaming community has now seen, like, he's lying about being good at video games. Like, why? And then here, he's like, oh, he's so fucking based because he owns Tesla and SpaceX and X and yeah.
To try and defend Elon from whatever the slight criticism or jokes were about him. These gonad gobblers will always blow my mind because I don't understand this brain off worship of Elon Musk. Everything.
Honestly, I don't understand this worship of anyone. Singers, actors, YouTubers, streamers, they're just people. They're just normal people. So just act like it's a normal people that can do right and wrong. It's not that hard. So like when people ask me like, "Oh, what's your favorite singer or what's your favorite actor?" I'm like, "I don't have a favorite. I have favorite movies, but I don't give a shit who's acting. I don't give a shit. I honestly don't. If the film is good, I'm satisfied."
He generates AI images of himself where he's not like this meatball shaped man. He is not for free speech like they like to hype him up as. He's not a champion of free speech by any means. In fact, I personally think he is someone that is firmly against it in almost every single instance.
He says that he likes free speech because he's American, right? If he doesn't say it, then he's going to get a lot of shit, right? That's why he says it. He says it to be a people pleaser. Okay, think about this. Elon Musk actually unfollowed Asmongold after this little instance. Like, it was just a joke. People are just being funny. We're just joking because it's funny that he would lie about being good at games. It's pathetic, and that's why we're making fun of it. And he unfollowed Asmongold for that. Like, bruh, how immature can you be? How egotistic can you be? Come on, just don't take it this seriously. And honestly, it's the same thing with pirate software. Why would he block Quinn? And why would he block a bunch of people and ban a bunch of people? And like, why? What is wrong with him? There's no reason for that. They're just trying to live in their own tiny little bubble that they have created for themselves. And everything outside of it that says otherwise, they just ban, block. Is absolutely pathetic. But sure, they can live their life. They can do what they want. Whatever. I'm just not going to be a part of it.
Like, he personally banned the word cis. He actively bans things that hurt his feelings. And today, I think, is a great example of that, and hopefully will be...
Bro, why does he ban the word cis? Doesn't he know that cis is used in chemistry as well?
A mask-off moment for a lot of people, and open their eyes to the fact that this is not a guy who's for free speech and is not for you.
Apparently not.
Like, I'm not going to get into it, but do we even need to talk about the H-1B take? Like, come on. He's not looking to hire you. He doesn't want to know you. He doesn't want to employ you. He wants the cheapest labor, and he wants everyone to be constantly fondling his sack and being really, really nice to him because he's our special boy. It's so embarrassing.
It seems so.
What I want to talk about today is what I think should be a very clear example of how Elon uses his power and where he actually stands on free speech.
Right.
He is having a textbook crash out over gaming. Earlier this week, Quinn made a beautiful video that's breaking down the fact that Elon Musk is not the one who piloted his Path of Exile 2 account to the top of the leaderboard.
Yes.
It's not a conspiracy, it's not grasping at straws. When you finish that video, and I highly recommend you watch the whole video, it will be very clear, beyond a shadow of a doubt, Elon Musk was not the one who actually got the account to where it was.
It was really obvious, like, I didn't want to say it from the get-go, but it was super obvious, like, he didn't empty his inventory before going mapping. He didn't pick up the most valuable shit, right? He used his skills when he was out of mana for like 10 to 15 seconds, like just spamming the button. Nothing happened, of course. He died to, fair enough, he died to the hardest boss, I guess. But still, he had like the fucking most cracked gear you could have. And he still fumbled it like 5, 6, 7, I don't know how many times. Like, bro, come on.
He instead gets permission from the boosters to play on it and flex it for his Twitter streams.
He doesn't get permission to do anything, okay? He is a billionaire. He doesn't get permission to play on an account. I think he owns the account and got someone to boost it for him for a large amount of money.
He didn't know the very basic fundamentals of the game. However, I will say that his catastrophe of a stream while trying to show how great he is at gaming was enough to make me get back into grinding Path of Exile 2, because I've been slow rolling it for a while. I was still on cruel difficulty.
It wasn't enough for me. Actually wasn't enough for me. I'm still waiting for that update, man. For that patch notes. I can't play the game. Like, honestly, I just can't. It's too boring. I'm sorry, it's just boring. I've finally hit the mapping, so I've finally started mapping, and I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Mapping is so fucking boring. I can't. So I made a new character. And another one. And another one. And another one. And another one. I made 6 characters, so I've played all the classes, and all of them are like up to level 20 at least. Some are level 40, some 60. I can't do mapping. Mapping is so boring.
But then watching Elon the bumbling buffoon try and play Path of Exile was like actual rage bait to get me to go back in and grind hard. So now I'm up to tier 3 Waystones in the end game. It's so fucking fun. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. The point is, Elon Musk knew nothing about the game. It was very clear. And the big thing about it wasn't even that he had someone boosting his account for him. It's that he was just in this complete denial and trying to convince people that he is the best gamer alive. Like, this game's a little too easy. I'm on max difficulty, you know, swagged out mode, and I'm just kind of breezing through it because I'm just that good at games, that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. It's his reluctance to just be honest about, like, hey guys, I like this game. I don't have time to grind it, so I paid these people to grind it for me so that way I can get to the end game and, you know, play the content I want. It wouldn't have blown up to this degree.
Right. I think people wouldn't care, honestly. Sure, because he has said in the past that he's a really good gamer. Like, I play a lot of games. I'm like top 20 in this, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So because he said that, maybe then people would react to this like, oh yeah, I boosted my account. People would be like, why? You're a god gamer. You're very good at games. Quoted by yourself, right? But I wouldn't mind. Like, if he said that, I would be like, cool, I don't care. No, I don't care. Doesn't matter.
I think that would have been a little silly, and people would have still absolutely made fun of him for it, but to a lesser degree. It's just, what's the point? Why are you paying someone to boost your account? If you like the game, why not just play it on your own time, even if it's not that fast? And even if
he doesn't necessarily like the game. He doesn't have time to play the game. And even if he did, I don't think he would play the game. I think it's too hard for him. I do think so. I think the game is too hard for him. How old is he? 50 years old? Come on. I'm not saying all 50-year-olds are bad at gaming, but come on. Come on. When I turn 50, I'm not going to be as good at gaming as I am right now. I know that. It's a fact. That's what happens with age. But that doesn't fucking matter. Like, just own it.
You're not top of the charts. But for Elon, the reason is because he wants everyone to view him as God's gift to humanity. So, like, I'm one of the best gamers. Check the stats. And he didn't achieve it. It wasn't him. And when Quinn made this video, it very much hurt Elon because the gamers that he's trying to appeal to were privy to the fact that he's not the gaming god he claims to be. And that damaged him. So
no.
I knew he was going to have a comical response, but I didn't expect it would be this absurd. To set the stage for what happens next, Asmon and many others covered Quinn's video, as well as other people's content, talking about how it was impossible that Elon was the one that actually played on that account because he is just dog shit and knows nothing about the game. Asmon covered this, he talked about it, reacted to the video, and today, Elon went on Twitter and had this to say. Asmon behaves like a maverick independent, but in reality has to ask his boss for permission before he can do anything. He is not his own man.
No fucking way! What the fuck? You're kidding, right? Why would he do that? Oh no! He doesn't realize. Oh my god. Holy shit. He doesn't realize what he's doing right now. I'm sure he knows now, after the fact, but when he made that tweet, he did not know what he was doing. He is so out of touch that he didn't know what he was doing. Oh my god. Now, I'm not saying that Aspen is this big man. No. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying he does not understand the internet. He doesn't. And he doesn't know how to react to the internet being negative about him. You know what I mean?
This is Asman. I'm going to see if my editors might want to make a second account for it. And then Elon replies, sure. Who are these mysterious editors? He actually sounds like that news anchor. Who is this 4chan? Like, how can someone be this fucking out of touch and stupid? I will never cease to be shocked by the absolute idiot potion this guy seems to be boofing on the daily. Like, how? What do you mean, who are these mysterious editors? Do you not know what editors are? Holy shit. So then Asman explains, two guys, links them, and then they basically run the entire YouTube account, lol. So basically any content I post is edited or uploaded by them, and they can just get a cut of the ad rev. It's a super good system, to be honest. Almost everyone on YouTube does it. And then there's a community note there, which says what should be obvious to anyone with a functioning frontal lobe. Elon Musk seems to think Asmongold is an employee with editors overseeing him. That's incorrect. Asmongold's editors are actually his employees. They upload his content for a revenue share. They don't control what he does.
Yeah.
And then Elon Musk proceeds to take away Asmongold's checkmark on Twitter. You remember that thing Elon was like really adamant about, you know, how check marks were kind of like weaponized? Hey, Elon, you're doing that.
Yeah.
So the free speech guy, you're taking away his check mark because he hurt your feelings, fundamentally shadow banning him, because without a check mark, his replies and his engagement go way down and you won't really see it anymore.
Oh my god.
You're shadow banning
Here we go,
someone
guys. How many times have we seen this happen? How many times? We've seen this with so many gaming companies go into shit because they get too big. And you can see this very clearly with CD Projekt Red because they are such a new company, or not new company, but they went big really fast, right? So they went big back in like 2017 when they launched Witcher 3, and they were so big back then. And then all of a sudden came crashing down. Why? Because they lost touch. They completely lost touch with reality.
Who hurt your feelings. Elon is just that fucking sensitive. In fact, sensitive doesn't even really cover it. Like, my cock gets sensitive when it gets sucked for too long. I'm like, ooh. But, like, that's sensitive. Elon has reached a new level of sensitivity I did not think was even achievable by a human being. It is just fucking flabbergasted by how soft he is. He has all the money in the world, but is beyond insecure to the point that I can't believe he's a real person.
Yeah.
This has to be some kind of, like, Android protocol that's been sent from space from, like, space Redditors in order to see, like, the limits of cringe that can be pushed. Come on. He's talking about editors and then saying Asman needs his editor's permission to post things. He lacks the fundamental understanding not only of Path of Exile 2, but of life. Like,
that's what I'm saying. He's completely out of touch.
Of living as a sentient being. How can you even reach that conclusion? I mean, I know how he reached that conclusion because he is a turbo moron who can't, like, activate neurons and think. So he saw the word editor.
He owns Neuralink, so I sure hope he fucking knows how to, for people's sake.
And made the assumption that it's like the editors that will oversee someone's work in the journalism sector. And he gets these dots, these breadcrumbs that he starts connecting from out of fucking nowhere about how, well, Asman is actually just a pawn of his editors. That's not just wrong, that is just blatant misinformation.
It's kind of funny because, like, a week ago, people were talking about Elon Musk and Asmongold, like, doing a stream together, and they thought that Elon liked Asman, and he probably did, but now, like, suddenly, it switched. He's like Two-Face. It's like he has two personalities. One is like this egotistic maniac, and the other one is a fragile excuse of a human being. It's absolutely insane.
He is actively engaging in misinformation, making it seem like Asman has a puppet master above him, these editors.
All of this doesn't matter, by the way. Sure, Asman is going to get a lot of hate from his fan base. It's not going to matter. I don't think Asman takes this kind of shit seriously, honestly. Like, I haven't heard of Asmongold talk about death threats or anything, ever. And I'm pretty sure he gets a lot of them. So, I think he's going to be just fine. And like, think about this. Elon is going to get so much more hate than Asman. So much more.
That he has to answer to. And then he abuses his power to take away his checkmark. He is actively doing all of the things he says he is super against, and all of the people say that he hates and will never do. He does it. I don't see how a single Elon Musk nipple-suckling leech could see this.
That was probably the worst mistake he could have done, because that single act of shadow banning Asmongold from Twitter and taking his checkmark, that is probably the action, the thing that's going to show his true colors. You know what I mean? That was a huge mistake.
And conjure up some kind of excuse for it. There's no mental gymnastics that could possibly exist to justify this behavior.
So now he has both shadow banned him and tweeted about him, so the stars kind of align. You know what I mean? It's right there in front of you. So everyone knows that, yeah, this is out of dispute. This is absolutely god fucking awful cringe shit. Especially for a guy who owns Tesla, Neuralink, all the yada yada, whatever. No.
It's cringe. It's sensitive. It's an abuse of power. His feelings got hurt, so he used his power as the fucking chief.
This is not gonna last long, okay? Asman is gonna get his check mark back within like a week. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. This is not gonna end well for Elon. Elon is kind of screwed right now. Like, in the eyes of the online community, Elon Musk is now he has completely lost it. All reputation that he had online, well, the reputation that he had left, I think all of that is gone.
General of Twitter to take away his checkmark because he hurt his feelings, and then he goes on to leak DMs. How could you possibly look at that and be like, no, that makes sense?
Wait, was it Elon that linked the DMs? I actually thought that Asman leaked the DMs just to show them how fucking stupid he was. But Elon leaked the DMs to prove a point, and then he just fucking wrecked himself? Oh my god.
Elon was in the right here. Like, let's say you just love Elon. You know what? I'm not your dad. You can like whoever you want, like whatever you want. Doesn't matter to me. But why do you have to like something and then love everything they ever do? Why can't you be more receptive to like...
That is so immature, to take someone or something and you love it and you can't even criticize it, you know? You can't criticize anything. It's actually healthy to criticize things, and healthy for yourself to love something but also be critical. Right? You don't have to love everything about it to show people how much you love it.
You know, I really like Elon, but this was a bad look. I didn't like what he did here. I think this was pretty embarrassing.
Yeah.
That's called being normal. For some reason, people just can't be normal anymore. If you like something, you have to be obsessed with it. You have to fucking love it.
Yeah, that's what I said. You take this thing and you just love it so much that you can't see what's wrong with it either? Come on. You can be critical of things that you love. Of course you can. We know this. We know this. But some people definitely don't. And it's so crazy to me. Like, okay, let's take an example. You know what I love? I fucking love hot dogs. Can I criticize them? Abso-fucking-lutely. They can be better. The hot dogs themselves could be of higher quality, but does that mean that I hate hot dogs? No, I fucking love them. That's why I criticize it, because I want it to be better. I can't get enough. That was a bad example, but you guys know what I mean. Come on, who doesn't like hot dogs?
be like snorting that drug constantly and shut out and hate everyone who pokes holes in it. It's so weird. I don't know why people want to live their life
That's
this way.
maidenless
They just
behavior.
want like the black and white. Elon good. Anyone who said Elon not good, they're bad. Elon good. I don't know why people want that. No one likes to think anymore, and with the way the internet's gone, you don't have to think anymore. You can just wait for tweets to tell you what to think, or even chat GPT to tell you what to think.
Yes.
I guess it's
I
just
mean,
easier to live your life.
look, this kind of goes kind of deep because the internet is highly regulated, and I know that you can search for whatever you want online, and you can go to incognito mode and look up some serious weird shit, and nobody's gonna tell you otherwise, right? Nobody is gonna stop you from doing that. But still, the internet is incredibly regulated in this way exactly, that you open something and you get ads, you get recommendations, you get a bunch of shit. And the way all sites nowadays are set up is to kind of like influence you, or make sure that you click somewhere, or make sure that you keep scrolling. So it's trying to manipulate you to keep doing what they want you to do, essentially. And that's pretty much how every site nowadays works. And even ads and products, they want you to keep buying, keep buying. That's why there are so many subscriptions, you know. That's why most pills that you can buy online are like only 30 capsules, right? Or 60, but you have to take 2 a day. So you can buy a subscription every month. So you buy it every single month. So like, this is how it is. And this is why some ads are so addictive. You just keep watching them and you just can't really look away sometimes. People must know this and must understand this, that when you are online, something is trying to manipulate you. And people that kind of live online like myself, we know this, and we're aware of this at every single second. We don't even have to think about it. We just know. But people that don't, that just go online every once in a while, they get influenced very easily, right? And their opinions and their views on things are very easily manipulated into something like an Elon Musk fan, a super fan. Anyways, I went super off topic.
On like drooling autopilot mode, but I would argue that you are doing yourself a huge disservice in life if you just live this way, where even if you really like Elon, whatever, why not just be receptive to the idea that he's not infallible?
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Like I said before, the people that are super fans are kind of like here, and they're not really in the politics or games and stuff like that. They're kind of here in the tech. They love him because he's so genius. He owns Tesla and he owns this and that, and I think that's where they come from. And those people might not care about games. Like they see this thing, this game drama about Elon Musk, and they're like, "Wow, these people are so immature to like attack him because of a game." That's how they think. They think that we're being immature because we're criticizing Elon Musk about something so simple as a game, something so meaningless as a game. But we're not criticizing the game. We're not criticizing his skill at playing games. We're criticizing his persona, not the skill of the lying ass bitch that's playing. We're criticizing the lying ass bitch. You know what I mean?
Maybe he does make mistakes. Maybe he is cringe sometimes. And you can acknowledge that, recognize that,
Yeah.
and then at the end of the day, still like him if you want. It just
Sure.
doesn't compute with me. And of course, it's not exclusive to Elon. It's a very normal thing now all of a sudden where if you like something or like someone, anything that is brought up that's negative about it is like the end of the world to you, and then you spend hours a day arguing with bots on Twitter about it and defending the thing
Yeah.
you like. I just don't get it.
Yeah.
Elon Musk, I think, is just the best example of this phenomenon because his fan base does PR for him as if it's their actual job.
Yeah, it's a super easy example. You see it so clearly, and especially now with this drama that's going on. Like it's so transparent.
Like they are professional PR drones for Elon that he doesn't even have to pay because
Yeah, they're completely brainwashed dick eaters. That's what they are. If they could suck Elon's dick all day, 24/7, they would probably do so for free. They would probably pay to suck Elon's dick and then serve him dinner afterwards. That's how fucking crazy these fans are.
They're in the trenches every single minute of every single day, suckling on him, arguing on his behalf, shutting down any criticisms against him. It's just so embarrassing. Almost as embarrassing as Elon himself. So yeah, anyway, I had to talk about this. Because what an incredible response from Elon to just take away Asmund's checkmark and then leak his
Why
DMs.
Asmund's? Why Asmund's checkmark? Why not Quinn's? Well, maybe he took Quinn's as well. Yeah, who knows? All right. Anyways, it was a good video. Holy shit. Guys, what do you think about this? I'd love to hear your thoughts about this. All right. See you in the next one. Goodbye.